Alright, now it's time to make a demo of two pedals. Guitar effects pedals, that is. I'm using this mic here because if I wanted to just turn the gain up and do it like that, then you get the sound of fan over there, little heater thing, which you don't want. So, the pedals. There we are. We have two Danelectro pedals here. The purple one, this one, is a Danelectro Chili Dog Octave pedal. It does a octave down and 2 octaves down. It's an analog pedal, actually, so it tracks better than your like Boss OC 1 and 2 and those things, which are digital, because it's analog, and pretty much nothing beats analog. Analog's the way to go. And yeah, as you can see here, you push the button, little red LED lights up. Well, actually, I don't know if you can see that because the video's so washed out. But yeah, that's that. Now here is our other pedal. Baby blue one here is Danelectro French Toast. What does it say? Octave Distortion. This is like a fuzz type effect, I would say. It's got 3 controls. You've got level, distortion, EQ, and of course the little octave switch, which, when I say little, as you can see there, it is really tiny. Both these pedals have pretty much the same case, plastic. The button feels cheapo, but I don't play live or anything. Wish I did. But anyhow, I don't, so I'm not like smashing these things around. So most people are like, oh, I stomped on it and it broke. And it's like, yeah, well, I don't stand on my pedals. So anyhow, there's that. Now, it's time to see what I'm playing it into. We're playing it into this, which is a Fender Frontman 25R. This amp gets bad reviews because, well, it sounds bad distorted. But it has a very nice clean channel, so it'd be great for demonstrating effects, right? Then we've got the guitar here, which is also really washed out, but it is a Yamaha EG112, which I've got acoustic strings on. You can't really see that, but I do. I have acoustic strings on it, and it's tuned in baritone tuning, so, of course it won't sound like your guitar. It'll sound all low down and such. But anyhow, we'll just give you a nice, well, maybe not so nice floor shot of the pedals. Nope, of the sky. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's some pedals. Alright, now I'm going to flip on my amp, and yeah, that stuff. Okay, so first off, we've got both pedals in bypass mode, so this is completely, straight through both pedals, so the pedals aren't trying to affect it at all. They might color it a little bit with, dulling out the sound or something, but not much. Bridge humbucker here. Fender's single coil neck pickup. Not Fender style, this is a real Fender pickup I stuck in here. Get the idea of what that sounds like. Now let's switch on the first effect, which is the octave. The octave has 3 controls, or octave pedal has 3 controls. You've got straight through level, which is, here we'll go back to the neck pickup. Straight through level there. I've got straight through maxed out, and all the other ones okay, well, 3 controls: straight through, octave 1, and octave 2. I've got both octaves turned off, and the straight through is the only one thing. So this is pretty much the same as bypass mode. That's on, off, on. It's the same thing. Anyhow, so now we're time to turn in the fun. Turn in octave 1 and oh wait, chords don't work. As you can see there, octave effects just don't lend themselves to chords. So you know what this is good for is stuff like it starts like, you know, if you do try and do real low notes, it'll start to get all funky. Like here's the open B, which is the low string in this baritone tuning. As you can see there, the octave isn't kicking in because it's so weak. Now let's just go up in half steps to see how when it kicks in. See, it's getting funky there. Horribly. It's fully kicked in there. Kicked in. Getting warbly there at the 2nd fret. Doesn't lend itself to low notes. Anyhow, now let's cut out that octave 1, bring in octave 2. So this is level, or straight through all the way up, and octave 2 all the way up. That is really low, nice bass there, but unfortunately my amp doesn't want to take that, so we'll turn that down a little bit. Now let's play with it. We'll put octave 1 in and octave 2. Octave 1's all the way up. Octave 2 is about at 12 o'clock. Let's switch down to the bridge humbucker because it's got less noise and it also has a smoother tone, which, from my experience, the smoother, simpler tones, that's what the octave likes. And again, chords don't work. Don't even try to do them. It just, unless you're trying to do like hey, hey, my, you know, Neil Young stuff. Which, by the way, this is great for. Run it through a nice tube amp with some rich and creamy distortion, and you got Neil Young in your house there with this octave pedal. Okay, so that's pretty much the octave pedal. Demonstrates pretty well what it's got. Now let's switch over to the French Toast. And now I'm not talking about breakfast, we're talking about this Danelectro pedal. Oh my, that's some noise. Now, this is distortion, the distortion knob, all the way maxed out. Levels about where it's just a little higher than regular volume. The level knob really doesn't affect your tone as much as it's just the volume pretty much on the pedal. And I've got the EQ at just about 12 o'clock there, so straight up. When the distortion is all the way up, this pedal gets a nice tone. It sounds like Another Way to Die from the latest James Bond movie. It just goes like. Bing, 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 bing. Except obviously that's an E in the real song, so it'd be a. And this effect also, this can do chords, obviously. I mean, it can, it just, it doesn't sound nice. Now let's switch on the octave up.